Okay guys, it's been a real long time since I've done a video. I'm working on finishing up our XLR6 so I can have it fully tested for the weekend, and then I can start on the rover. I just want to get all these things done. The interface is what is very important to me. The interface has to look really cool, or else it's like having the best dressed robot and not having nice shoes. So you have to have the complete package. So what I did was I put together this interface so far. I'm still working on it, but I wanted to test it out. Basically you have on the top here, these are the gun turret controls, and basically this will move the turret from side to side and front up and down. I'm going to flip this one the other way. Then you have a fire button on each side, so whichever finger you want to use you can fire. We'll be using an what they call airsoft BB guns, like they use on the mech war battles. The one that I just recently got it's a pretty big one, so I'm cutting it down to size, and I'm going to design a specific casing for it so it'll be interchangeable onto our robot line, sort of like the easy bits, just a little different. Then down here you have basic controls, left and right, forward, reverse, and then in the middle here will be specific pre-programmed functions, attack mode, hover, hanging around, this type of thing, all types of different things. Up here we have the live core temperature, and over here we have the voltage at the current time. Okay. Again, this works pretty good. I'll pan back a little bit. I have a servo connected over here, so we'll give it a shot real quick so you can get an idea. So basically, if I'm pushing this button, it's already in that position over here. Okay, so you get me back up a little bit. So you see the response is really good. Perfect, just like if the joystick was very wired onto it. So I think this would be a really cool addition to the line. We're going to be doing the 3D interfaces, which will basically be tablets of this size. This is an 8.4. This is the new Samsung Pro, but this is my personal one, so this is not definitely going to be like that. I have some 7-inch Acers. I have 7-inch. What are the other ones? I have Asus, things like that, which I'll be converting and making them specifically tailored to the robot. So this one, when I make a casing for this, it's going to look really cool. It'll have the handles on the side, and it'll be very real steel looking. So this is basically the interface for now. I am going to be updating it. I'm going to see if I can maybe persuade DJ to add a function for designers to put up either animated GIFs as as background images or as buttons, which would be kind of cool, because if you hit a button it would either pulse as it's working or what have you, or you can have like logos here moving, or simulated checking infrared, all that kind of stuff, to make them look more cool. Gives it a little more flair, and it makes it more attractive to people that are going to probably use these robots in their cosplay, things like that. Especially the one that'll be mostly used, I believe, is going to be the AR drone, the AL drone, I should say. That one's going to be kind of cool because it'll be both a walking bot and a flying bot. That's the last one I'm designing, because that one's going to take the most time to perfect, and that might not be ready at launch, but for sure I'm going to have the rover by launch. Definitely the XL6 is done, and I'm thinking of either maybe making Alexia be ready as well. I just have to finish her paint job. She's all done though. I might be trying to come up with a biped. I was thinking about the JDXL that we were copying, but then I don't want to copy the Easy robots because then it's basically nothing new. So I have a really cool idea for a biped bot. Kind of takes everything that I've seen on the web and kind of puts it all together in my view. And as you can see, I have a very different view of how robots should look as opposed to some other people. So that's what's going to make me stand out amongst everyone else. And I think that's it for right now. I'm going to just finish up this interface. And I have some more stuff to print so I can finish the XL6 this weekend. And that's about it. Yep. Anybody needs any info on the V4, just hit me up. I'm using it every day, testing it out with the XL series, because basically it'll be run by that particular board. I mean, they can run off of the V3. The only thing I found out with the V3 is I'm going to have to set up voltage regulators, which is a pain in the butt, because the only thing is the V3 only gives output to the servo ports at 5 volts. It's definitely not enough power. And then it's also deferred power, so it's at 5 volts split amongst everybody else, you get nothing. The V4, if you got 7.4 coming in, each servo is going to get 7.4 full power. And that's something that's very noticeable with the V4, and that's one of the main things that I like about it, is the fact that it utilizes the power. Pardon me, I have a little bit of a cold. So, there's a lot of cool things. Plus, I tested out the little speaker that it comes with for the sound on board. It's okay. It just has that, basically that tinny sound, which is not what I want. I want something a little more robust. So I took the liberties of connecting just a regular 8-ohm speaker from Radio Shack, and put it in an enclosure that amplified the sound a little more, almost sort of like a reverse funnel. And it was beautiful sound coming out of it now. It was really nice. So that's one of the things I'll be showing people, to switch up the sound on your V4s when you get it, not to use the one that it comes with, even though it's good for certain applications. But if you want to utilize speech and you want to hear the words very clearly, you need to upgrade the speaker. Lexi will have the V4 running basically everything. Once I get them in, all my V4s are going out to Lexi, and the V3s that I have left will be put into other bots that do not necessarily need to have specific voltages. Mostly the V3s I'm going to be utilizing in my auto project for cars, to have cars to be voice controlled, complete voice control, not like that Ford Sync or those other gizmos. I mean, we're talking, hardwiring the Easy B to your door locks, your ignition, wipers, climate control, alarm system, anything. So that's something that's coming up as well, and that'll be an XL Robots exclusive. Because again, the XL meaning extra large. I don't do things small. I like things big, and Lexi is a perfect example of that. So most of our bots that I'm going to be putting out are all going to be on large scale, which is more fun, because little bots, everybody's seen little bots, following a line, or playing in the house, or doing things like that, or mostly you see the Roombas and stuff like that, and those are cool. But I want to change things up. I want to, put that ripple in the pond, and shake everybody up, and come up with bots that when you see these things walking down the street, you're going to take a second look. You're going to be, holy crap, is that a robot? What is that thing? It looks too real, and I want the bots to really resemble stuff you see in the movies. That's basically why everybody gets into this, because they want to mimic something they saw in a science fiction film, something that's a reality that's not to grasp, it's something that's a fantasy, But now through the programming of the Easy Builder from DJ and the awesome chip, those fantasies now are slowly becoming a reality, and that's where I step in to bring the fabrication point of it to represent the robots in the way they're supposed to look. So I'm going to put this video up. You guys give me a shout out, and again, it's perfectly synced interface. So DJ did an awesome job with that. Alright, have a good night, guys.